Ladies and gentlemen, young children of all ages, welcome to Beverly Hills, California, where we bring you another exciting evening of entertainment. Tonight on schedule is our very own varsity football team, the Normans versus the Santa Monica Vikings. Kickoff starts at 7 o'clock on the Nickel Field. Brought to you in part by Beverly Hills Unified School District and Bossy Family. Simulcast both on Spectrum Channel 6 and KBEV6.com. KBEV, what's right about Beverly?
Football game of the 2019 season. I'm Eva Danesh for KBEV. We just came back from watching our amazing senior football players and cheerleaders getting honored for their work for the past 4 years as their parents watch proudly by. We are excited for our Beverly Normans to play their rivals, the Santa Monica High School Vikings, tonight. Our game will be commentated by KBEV sports anchors Nick Andrews, Jackson Harris, and Arya Yektifar. Let's send it to our game.
Again, welcome to Nickel Field for the final home game of the season between the Beverly Hills Normans and the Santa Monica Vikings. Beverly Hills will be kicking off to start the game.
It's going to be a good one today.
Yep, last home game of the season. Hopefully we can get this win.
So kicking off is number 11, Will Liner. And kick is up. Samo retrieves it.
And
down at about the 46-yard line.
I think that was a great return. Hopefully we can use our great defense that we saw during the homecoming game and hopefully not let them get too far.
So Jackson, what do you think the Normans have to do to get this win today?
I think that we're going to need to be great on both sides, defense and offense, and just hold the team back and get as many touchdowns as we can and as many points.
All right, 1st and 10. Santa Monica Vikings with the ball. Number 7, Arnu is in the shotgun, throws it to number 10. Ball goes upfield, past the 40 to the 30, down. 1st down, Vikings.
He's down at about the 28-yard line.
Down to the Vikings on about the Beverly Hills 28-yard line.
We got Bell with the reception and a nice little 15-yard run.
Yeah,
Actually more than 15, about 20.
great tackle by the Normans, and I think at this point, they have 1st down, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Ball's in the shotgun again.
Flag is thrown.
There's a flag on the field. Offsides, Normans. So gain a yard and 1st down again for the Vikings. Number 7 here in the shotgun again. We're probably going to see a run this play. Let's see if the Normans can stop it. Yep, there's the run.
Hand off to number 2. Going up the middle.
And that's a touchdown.
Touchdown by number 2.
Touchdown for Santa Monica.
Smith with the carry. Takes it to the hole. Over 20 yards. Now, unfortunately, that was a little too easy for the Vikings. The Normans need to tighten it up on defense for them to get the win.
I think they're just going to have to put more pressure on the other team so that they can stop them here.
I mean, you have to stop the run game early.
Right.
Extra point for the Vikings is good. 7-0, Samo.
7 for the Vikings and 0 for the Normans to start off the game.
So, Jackson, what do you think about that drive right there?
You know, I think the defense was weak there. I think obviously it's going to need to get a little stronger so that they can stop that late game. You know, it was a good play by Samo, but hopefully it won't happen again.
Yeah, it was a little too easy, but Beverly defense has a lot of game left to adjust and stop that high-paced offense.
Right.
Here we go, Beverly on the receiving end. We have number 25, Eli Dardashti, and number 1, Audell in the backfield, looking to receive.
11 minutes left in the first quarter.
Kicking for the Vikings is number 14, Gomez. The kick is up and caught by Audell. Audell goes up the sideline, fake pitches it to Eli. He's running down the sideline. He's running down.
Run down. Oh.
And he's out of bounds. Great return by Audell.
Out of bounds at around the 41-yard line.
See, that's a play that the Normans like to run on a kickoff return.
Right, you know, it gains a lot of yards and gets them close to that touchdown.
Yeah, Audell usually catches the ball, then fake pitches it to Eli Dardashti. And that time he was able to get up the sideline and get to about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Normans. Here we have Thomas Recupero in the shotgun. Eli Dardashti at running back. Or Thomas Recupero with the snap, sorry. Pitches it to Eli.
Number
Eli runs
25.
up. About a 2-yard gain.
Eli Dardashti, a gain of about 3 on the play.
Excuse me, 3-yard gain.
From the 49-yard line.
Now, Eli Dardashti is a big part of this Norman offense. When he can get going, defenses have a tough time stopping him.
Right. You know, as he gets that momentum throughout the game, he just gets tougher and tougher to stop.
Another threat on the offense is number 11, Will Liner. He's a top receiver on the Normans. Eli with the handoff again, gets stuffed at the line. 3rd and 7 for the Normans. And Jackson, what do you think they need to do right now to get the first down?
Honestly, I think they should go for a passing play here. You know, the runs just so far haven't been gaining very much yardage. Especially they're going to need the first down here more than ever.
Yeah, I agree with you. We're probably going to see a passing play. We got Thomas Recupero in the shotgun. Thomas in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete. The intended receiver was Audell. 4th down.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to punt it here, or?
I think, the coach might want to go for it. I think it would be smart to punt it. But that Santa Monica offense was very high-powered, and I don't know if they want to give it back to them just yet. They're past the 50-yard line. It's good yards, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that they're just going to try and limit the amount of time Samo has with the ball.
You got 3 receivers on the left side of the field.
And they're
Ball's
going
up
for
to
it.
Will. Incomplete pass.
Flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
False start by the Normans. It'll be 4th down and 11.
And that's a false start on the Normans, and that is a tough one because they're going to lose more yards.
4th and 11 now.
But they do get the ball back. They get another chance to get the first down. Here we got the punt. The punt's up. It's a good punt. The Vikings return it. He's taking up the
Turned by
field.
Number 5 cuts back, and he is tackled by number 45.
He's tackled. The ball's down. 1st and 10 for the Vikings coming up. And Jackson, what do you think that the Norman defense has to do to at least stop this high-powered offense?
Right. I think that they just need to stop them from getting that first down. I think, obviously their run game right now is very strong against our defense. So as long as we tighten up and close in, we should be able to stop them.
So here we go, number 7 on the Vikings. The quarterback is in the shotgun. He's going for a pass.
Caught by number 9, Thomas.
Thomas is running up the sideline. He gets another first down. And really, the Vikings have shown that they're trying to get those quick passes early, and it's paying off. They're running up the sideline. They're getting upfield right now. Normans need to stop this if they want a chance to get the ball back without letting them score. So we got another 1st and 10 for the Vikings. The quarterback for the Vikings, number 7, Arnu, he's in the shotgun. Looks like a blitz from the Normans, and quick pass. Number 5 is running up the sideline, and he is gone.
Touchdown by number 5, Parks.
Touchdown for the Vikings.
Now that was a little too easy. And, the Normans came with the blitz that time, and the Vikings had the counter to it.
Yep, I think, the Normans are really lacking on defense here. And if they want to get this win, they're definitely going to need to step it up.
So we got Gomez as the kicker for the Vikings, about to kick the extra point. And so far his field goals have been pretty good.
The extra point attempt is good. He scored 14.
Field goal is good. 14 Santa Monica, 0 Normans.
Start of the season. Yeah, so 14-0 early. Still the first quarter. 9 minutes left in the first. The Normans really need to pick it up on defense. They're going to return the ball here. Let's see what they got.
Do you think that they could come back later in the game?
I definitely think they could come back. I don't think the game's ever done until, it's definitely not out of hand yet.
Make sure to check out the Norman News live every Wednesday on Spectrum Channel 6 and our YouTube channel, KBEV 6.
AAA supplies many of our team's uniforms, equipment, and other needs.
So here we have Eli Dardashti again in the backfield.
To support our young athletes. Again, thank you.
Ball goes to number 17, and he slips. 1st and 10 for the Normans at about the 30-yard line. Now the Normans had a 3-and-out the last possession. They definitely are going to try to adjust to that defense, and try to pass the ball a little more. They had one passing play the last drive, and so let's see how Thomas can lead his team down the field. So we have Thomas with the snap. Eli Dardashti is the running back. Eli gets the carry. He cuts up. Ooh. Taken down.
We're seeing really good defense from Samo so far.
Now, the defensive line right now is overpowering our Norman's offensive line. If we could block better, I think Eli Dardashti will have a better time getting upfield. But right now it's tough just going in the middle of the... number 72 on Samo, that's a big guy. So here we go, Thomas in shotgun. Another handoff to Eli. He cuts up middle. He gets a little hole. And Eli got some good yards on that play. Now it's third and short.
That's a good gain of yardage there. That's what the Normans need. Hopefully get the first down.
So this year the Normans have been playing pretty good. They've been winning a good amount of their games, and Samo's only won one more game with them, so I think it's a great opportunity for the Normans to come out and
absolutely
really show what they got against this defense. Thomas in the snap.
It's handed off.
Another handoff to Eli.
And he is stopped.
He stopped a little short of the first down.
The defensive line here, super tough to get by, as you see. What do you think they should do to hopefully gain some yardage?
I think it's another third down. Excuse me, or it's fourth down now actually, and it looks like Thomas might go for it. The quarterback's running back on the field for the Normans, and I think it's a bold, but it could work to go for the first down, and that's what they're doing. And let's see, Thomas with the snap. It's a play action.
Pass
a little high and complete.
Incomplete.
And turnover on downs, and that's not good because right now the Vikings are going to get the ball at around the 35-yard, the Normans' 35-yard line, and that offense has been steaming this game.
We've seen how much yards the Vikings can gain on one play. So, at the 30-yard line, you don't want that.
So here we go again. Vikings have a 1st and 10 at around the 37-yard line. The Normans 37. Number 7, Arno is back in the shotgun for the Vikings, and he play action, throws it again.
Number 9, Thomas.
Quick pass to the receivers, or just getting up the field. Number 9 is up, and he's stopped
within the 10-yard line.
Within the 10-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Vikings. And we can see that's been the game plan for the Vikings to have a quick pass to the sideline, and those receivers are getting upfield pretty easily. The Normans need to adjust to that and stop that quick pass to those receivers. Again, we have number 7 in the shotgun. This time he hands it off, and he cuts up the middle. And they stop him. The Normans luckily stop him short.
That was by number 17, Duran.
That was a good tackle by Jeremy Zarnigan to prevent the touchdown and give the defense another shot to stop this offense. Arnu's back in the shotgun, hands it off again.
To number 17.
And he is in. That's another touchdown for the Vikings.
Score is
It's
now
gonna be
20-0.
20-0.
Touchdown for the Vikings. And it's scored 20% on hit. 0 for Beverly Hills.
So KBEV today would like to thank our board members, Noah Margot, he's the board president, and Isabel Hacker, the board vice president.
Also, Rochelle Marcus and Tristan Walker.
Number 14, Gomez, kicks the extra point for the Vikings, and now the score is going to be 21-0. There's the Norman cheerleaders.
Norman cheerleaders showing school spirit here, trying to get everyone riled up, so hopefully the Normans can use that momentum.
So here we go, the Vikings again with the kickoff, and we have Eli Dardashi in the backfield for the return.
We'd also like to thank another board member, Mel Spitz.
And our student board member, he's the quarterback for the Normans, Thomas Recupero.
Caught by number 17.
Andrew with the catch for the Normans. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line. And we really need to see these Normans get upfield. I personally think that Thomas needs to look downfield at his receivers. Will Liner is a crucial asset to this offense, and I think if he could get open, then that will help this offense.
Right. I think the Normans should definitely look for playing the long game here with some passing plays, because so far as we see, the runs have not been able to get past the defense.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Thomas with the snap. And it's a pass play.
Incomplete pass.
He throws it short to 23. That was broken up. And 2nd and 10 for the Normans coming up. Again, I think it'll be good for Thomas to look downfield at Will Liner or some of his other receivers.
Right.
Try to stretch the defense.
You know, looking at the game how it is now, do you still think that there could be a comeback? You know, we're only 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter.
Of course, again, the Normans can come back from anything. It's only a 3-touchdown lead. There's a lot of game left.
Right. You know,
Can never count them out.
still 3 more quarters to go.
Quick pass to number 49. And it's going to be about 3rd and 9 now. And, you know, the Normans, again, they need to get it up the field.
Gain of about 1 yard. 3rd and 10 now for the Normans.
You know, he's done some impressive stuff over his 4 years at Beverly, and let's see him close out his last football game.
Now we're going to send it to the interview with Jude Brinkley.
Hello, and we are back with Jude Binkley. Jude graduated Beverly last year, and he was a sports commentator for our basketball games, and he had his own sports show on KBEV. So Jude, how have all of your experiences in KBEV and at Beverly in general, I know you were the editor-in-chief of Highlights, how have those experiences helped you at Arizona State, and what are you doing there now?
Well, specifically for me, I go to a broadcast school. I'm majoring in sports journalism, and the Cronkite school I go to at Arizona State, it's all about fundamentals and really being a part of KBEV for that year and getting those repetition and getting that experience. It's really given me an edge, essentially, because KBEV is so unique not a whole lot of high schools have a program like this, facilities like this, where they're able to create content like this. And because of that, the experience it's given me going into college, it's helped tremendously. And I anchor a show over there for an organization. I have a radio show, all that stuff that I really built on starting here in KBEV.
That's awesome. We're so excited to hear that. We're so excited to hear all you're up to. Let's send it back to the game.
All right, we're back. And we're back with the game. It is 4th down, 4th and long for the Normans. I think a punt's going to be coming. Actually, scratch that. There has been a penalty to offset what happened, and it's still going to be 4th and long.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think they're going to go for it here. Right at the 18-yard line. Definitely don't want to give Samo the ball this close to the end zone.
Yeah. And the coach for the Normans is a former NFL player. Played for the Giants. And I think his adjustments could really help this team. We got a punt on its way. And the ball is picked up.
He's going to cut
Field.
through the middle. Cut
And
to the left.
he is running, and he is gone. That is a touchdown for a punt return, but there's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the field, and wow, that was a good punt return. And we'll see what the call is. I think the touch. Oh, there was a holding call in the play. So it's not a touchdown. It's 1st and 10 Vikings. And the Normans lucked out there because that was about to be a touchdown and it was about to be 28-0 again. So it was very good that there was a holding on that play.
Yeah, I think the Normans got lucky here. Hopefully they can use this to their benefit.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at about the 41, 42-yard line, and we'll see how this Norman defense responds to that high. That quarterback again, they're throwing those quick checkdowns to the sideline, and let's see if the Normans will adjust to it. Also, the Samo has a high-powered running game. Let's see how they respond to that. It's here again, the quarterback, number 7, Arnu, is again in the shotgun. And he hands it off, and that is broken up early. Great play by the Normans.
Obviously,
that was a
little
great
bit, not
stop.
too much yardage there, which is great.
Ryan Cutchins with the tackle. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 2nd and 9, actually. And, that was a big play for the Normans because this whole game, Samo has been just driving down the field. And that time they got 1 yard. It was broken up quickly. Let's see more of that.
Right, I think this is a defense that we're going to need to see the rest of the game in order to come back here. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Arnu's again in the shotgun. Again, those quick checkdowns. It's a play action. They throw it down the field, and they got a man wide open.
Number 9, Thomas, with the receiver and touchdown.
And that was wide open down the field. Number 9 smoked the Norman defense. And, yeah, it's tough because Samo's been running it the last couple plays, so the play action comes, and down the field's going to be open.
Right. You just can't let them have easy looks like that. I mean, so far as we've seen, Samo's been getting some pretty easy looks, but they've also been playing great. So we're gonna definitely need to step up defense here.
So the kicker Gomez again for the extra point. He's been 3 for 3 right now. Let's see if he can make it 4 for 4. Yeah. So Jackson, what do you think happened on that drive? Do you think it was just a lapse in the defense or just good offense?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think obviously, Samo's playing great offense here. I think the Normans were just expecting them to keep running the ball because that's what was working, but probably just got caught off guard.
So the Normans are back to return again, and I really want to see this Norman team try to look down the field to throw the ball, and they really need to start stretching this offense and let their receivers start making plays.
All right.
Again, we have Eli Dardashi in the backfield to return.
It's now 28-0 with a minute 45 left in the first quarter.
We got Gomez kicking it off. He doesn't really take many steps to kick it. I wonder what his strategy is here. Gomez with the kick. He kicks it high and short. They're trying to receive that. Samo tried to get that onside kick. And they're going for an onside kick in the first quarter. It's not a smart play.
What do you think their strategy is?
They can do that. They're up 28. They can make that risk. Let's see how the Normans respond to it. It's Norman's ball, 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Thomas Recupero in the huddle, talking to his team, trying to rally them to get up the field and get some points on the board.
We'd like to thank Dr. Michael Reggie, superintendent.
And Mr. J. Wade Roach, assistant superintendent for his business service, assistant superintendent for business services. Thomas with the snap, he hands it off to Eli Dardashti. About a 2-yard gain. 3 yards. So there we go again with the run up the middle. They're not Eli is a good running back. He runs hard every play, he gets it, but they're not getting much yards from these handoffs up the middle. Let's see how that offensive line paves the way this time. Thomas with the snap. Again, Eli in the backfield.
Hand it off. Looks like the Normans are still going for running plays here.
Eli gets the handoff. He goes about 2 yards.
Eli Dardashi, he's a great running back. So, it'll be interesting to see if he can pick it up here and hopefully get us a touchdown.
Now we have a 3rd and 4 for the Normans. This is a doable play. They should be getting this first down. These are the type of plays that they need to convert and get a new set of downs because these 3 and outs aren't good for. It's not good for any offense.
Right, especially with the amount of yardage they're getting. They're basically giving it to Samo. Fumble recovered by the Normans.
There's a fumble on the play. The Normans got it back, but 4th down. It looks like they're going to punt again.
And they are at the 38-yard line. Obviously, they want to get as much distance between the end zone and the Vikings, so looks like that's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter, guys. Score 28-0. Another 3 and out for the Normans. Let's see what the coach is going to tell his team during this little break.
You know, this little break could definitely change their attitude. Hopefully get them started and get the ball rolling.
So what have you seen in past games, Jackson, that, I mean, this Norman team has been winning this season. What have you seen in those games that has been helping?
Right.
You know, what's the difference between this game and those games that they've been winning?
Right. You know, homecoming, great game. You know, they had a lot of points. And I think, you know, they were playing strong defense and they had strong offense. And I think, you know, the balance between them definitely helped them stop the other team while also gaining a lot of yards and getting a bunch of touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely. And it is going to be 4th down for the Normans.
We're also, you know, we're not seeing
I think it's
that
gonna be
same offense or
it
defense.
Looks like another punt. No, they're faking it. They're trying to go for it. And that ball is down. And it is another turnover on downs. Samo's going to get the ball at the 35-yard line. And that was a good attempt to go for it, because when you're down 28-0, you need to make calls that's going to get you up the field, it's going to get you downs. That's what they need.
Right.
They went for it that time, it didn't work. Now they have to deal with the Samo offense at the 35-yard line again. All they need is 35 yards to score, and this offense has been mowing through this Norman defense.
You know, the Normans really need to convert here. You know, they need to start converting if they want a chance at this game. It's not looking good for them so far.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. We got number 7 Arnu again in the shotgun, and this formation has been giving the Normans a lot of problems. We go with the handoff again, stop
Number
short,
2,
great,
Smith.
Smothered by the Norman defense. About 3 guys just collapse on him.
You know,
that was a great play.
That's the defense we need to see. You know, the amount of guys there to stop him. They're ready for him. And I think that if we can continue doing that, hopefully we can start converting.
You're right. That is what we need to see. For the Vikings again. The Normans are trying to look to get the Vikings 3 and out. It's a play action again. They're throwing it down the field, and it is caught. Another 1st down for the Vikings. They threw a little fade, a play action fade on the sideline, and it's caught. Another 1st down, and they're moving the chains again.
Now we're going to send it to an interview with KBEV's very own Alana Morgan.
Hello, and we are back with Alana Morgan.
Yes.
Alana is our KBEV Norman News anchor and has been a cheerleader for the past 3 years, for 3 years of high school.
Yep.
So Alana, how does it feel to represent our team when you go to away games with our football team and later with our basketball team? How does that feel to go to another school's territory and really represent what it is to be a Norman?
You know, it's an absolutely amazing feeling, even though sometimes we don't always have the best record, but to be able to represent our high school and cheer for our team and just help our team grow is such an amazing experience.
Awesome. And how do you feel our team has changed, or the spirit has changed for the past 3 years? Like your freshman year to now, have we increased? Have we decreased?
You know, I think it's kind of in the middle. I know freshman year was very, very loud. We're still working our way back to where it was, but I think as far as our spirit goes, it's good. We could be even better, but we're good at the moment.
And you guys are here every single week putting on amazing cheers like you are right now.
Yeah.
How much preparation goes into that, and who comes up with these awesome cheers?
So our coach comes up with everything, and we start on Monday working for like a halftime, that's on Friday, or we'll start the week prior depending on how important it is. And so we work from like I'd say like 3 o'clock to like 4:30.
Awesome, and you guys do such incredible things, and we're so lucky to have you guys representing us.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to the game.
Okay.
And that was cheerleader Alana Morgan. She is she's Juwan Perkins' sister. Juwan is another athlete here, and those two. And while I'm talking, the Vikings just went into the end zone. They just got a touchdown. That is the touchdown of the day, and score's not looking good right now. Gomez again going to kick the extra point. And again, Jackson, I said this before, the game's it's never over until it's over.
Right, of course. We've seen great comebacks before. Hopefully the Normans could get some momentum and just, pound the Vikings.
And for a lot of these seniors, this is going to be the game. For seniors, this is their last high school football game, man. They know how, and a lot of these players know how to play. I really hope they could come out and show the fans, show the school that they can compete with anybody, because they can.
We'd like to take a second here to thank Mr. Dustin Seaman, Assistant Superintendent of Education Services.
And Mr. Luke Pavone, Executive Director of Human Resources.
Also, Rebecca Starkins, Director of Public Relations.
Tim Ellis, District Director of Athletics. I love Tim. He's a great guy. Here we go again. Gomez with the kickoff. And let's see what the Normans got. Now, they went for an onside kick the last play. Doesn't look like they're doing that again.
No, as you can see.
Oh, they are, actually. I'm not really sure what the Vikings are doing, but they're trying to get that ball. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be a flag.
The Vikings, I think at this point, definitely know the Normans' weaknesses, and they're just going to try to rack up the score as much as possible to basically confirm the win. School safety is very important, so we'd like to thank Scott Lovelace, Director of School Safety.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Normans. Let's see what Thomas Recupero has. Let's see if they can finally get the ball downfield to some of their receivers, and let's see how Sama responds. Here we go. Thomas in the shotgun. Eli next to him. They've been starting. They usually start out here. It's a throw play, and the timing was off there.
Pass. Number 44. I don't think he was ready.
The receiver wasn't looking. The quarterback threw a good pass, but the timing was just a little off. Didn't work out. 2nd down and 10.
I think the Normans, they're going to need better communication if they want to convert and start, making that lead a little bit closer.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. Thomas in the shotgun again. Eli next to him. And he throws it down the field to Will Liner. That's Will's first reception of the day. And it doesn't look like they gained much. They actually went back a little. Went back about 2 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and 12 now.
What do you think their plan is going to be if they don't get this first down?
I think this first down right now is essential. I think every possession right now they've been going 3 and out. I don't think they have one first down yet. And in football, you need first downs. That's how you extend your offense. That's how you extend the plays. That's how you have to get your teammates involved. So let's see if anyone can make a big play here.
We can see the effects of the first down. I don't think we've seen the Normans.
Here we go. Thomas again. He runs up in the pocket, throws it to again Will Liner. It's caught. It's going to be 4th. about 7-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 5 to go.
I think the Normans, have to go for it here if they want to have any chance of coming back. Although it is early in the second quarter, better now than never.
Yeah, so again, another 4th down. Let's see what the coach is going to have them run. They've been going for some of them. The last drive, they went for it, and here we're going to see Thomas is back on the field. They're going to go for this 1st down again. Let's see what the Normans have up their sleeve. The snap's a little high. Pass is caught, though.
23.
But it doesn't look like enough. It is not enough to get the 1st down, and it is another turnover on down.
Now we're going to send it to our previous producer, Bridget Fussman.
Excuse me, they go.
How are the cheerleaders doing? Just say really good.
And that will be 1st down for the Normans.
There we go. It's a 1st down for the Normans, and
Gain 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Beverly Hills 45-yard line.
Oh, shit. Hello, and I am back with Bridget Fussman. So, Bridget, how is our game looking? How are the cheerleaders and the band doing to keep spirits high and keep our Normans going?
I feel that the band and the cheerleaders are doing incredible. I know that we're losing 35-0, but the cheerleaders are definitely keeping spirits high.
Yeah, definitely. And the band, wow. And the band has been going, they're here every single week with cheer. The band knows so many fun songs, and they really just keep the spirit going.
Yeah, they just played Paint It Black, which was pretty good.
They're pretty talented, especially because there's so many of them, and they have to learn how to all play together.
Yeah.
And I know you're in music as well, so you know firsthand how challenging it is for them to work together and have the same sound.
Yes.
Bridget, it's so nice talking to you. Thank you for joining me. Let's send it back to the game.
Looks like we had
during the interview, the Normans got the ball way up the field, and they actually had an over 30-yard gain, but the person with the ball, Damavandi, got hurt on that play, and this is unfortunate to see. You never want to see the last game of the season. We just hope it's nothing serious.
It looked like he was holding his side region, and as you can see, they're tending to his abdominal region. Hopefully it's not too bad of an injury, but you never want to see an injury.
Yeah, you never. It's never good for someone to get injured. Here, Colleen, the Beverly Hills trainer, is checking up on him, and she always does a great job. But he's still on the ground. He does not look good.
Yeah, a flag was just thrown on the field. So
yeah, there is a flag on the field. We're gonna see. Nothing's been announced yet. We're still waiting to see how our player's doing, and he does not look good.
Yeah.
Again, let's just hope. Let's just hope it's not serious.
The way he fell at first, I thought it might have been his leg, but it looked like he hit his side pretty hard.
It's never good to see someone get injured, especially in the last game of the season, and It's just all bad. We see the players taking a knee, showing respect. And again, he's still on the floor, and this does not look good. Hello, Norman Nation, and we're back, and we're here. Our Dan Menache, the Norman player, he is still down after that last hit, and Colleen is still looking at him, and it's not looking good.
Right. Yeah,
He's been on the floor for a while.
He's been there for a while. We haven't gotten any updates yet, but we'll let you know as soon as we get any information about this. It's really it's really sad to see. You never want to see an injury like this.
So Jackson, how do you think the game's been going so far?
I think the Normans are going to have to step it up if they want any chance. So far, the defense hasn't been able to stop Samo. They're very lethal on offense. They've been getting bad looks on the Normans have been getting bad looks on offense as well.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
And honestly, I think we need to start throwing the ball down the field more.
Right.
These quick passes, haven't been working.
Haven't seen a lot of that.
The coach is a professional, though. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
I always hate to see any Norman team get blown out by Samo. As anyone who's familiar with the rivalry knows that there's no love lost between these two schools, and the basketball team for sure gets the revenge. Is going to get the revenge in the fall. Last year we swept Samo. We swept them both in league, and here we see Dan Menache getting carried off.
He was able to stand up and walk with help off the field. So it's better. It's hopefully better than it looks.
Yeah, and it's such a shame to see any player get injured, especially one of our Normans, and just prayers up to him. Hope everything's okay. Hope it's nothing too serious. And it sucks. The last game of the year. It's rough.
It's terrible.
So here we go again. It's Norman's 1st and 10, and they are in the 30-yard line. They're in the Samo's 30-yard line. They are close to scoring here. If they can execute right now and get some points on the board, that would be huge right before halftime. I think that'll be a big bonus.
There's still 7 minutes left in the second quarter. A lot of game left. The Normans are going to have to slow down Samo at this point.
So here we go, 1st and 10, and 7 minutes is a lot of time. Let's see what Thomas and this offense has. So here we go. Thomas is again in the shotgun, and we have Eli as the running back yet again.
They're at the 20-yard line. Hopefully they can gain some yardage here.
They hand it off. Eli up the middle.
Looks like he was trying to spin around the defender there, but got caught up.
He gains maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8. And, not the best play, but at least they're moving forward. Let's see what else they got. It's 2nd down. This is a big possession. And this is a big 2nd down.
We would like to thank Miss Kim Decatrell, Assistant Principal of Instruction, and Mr. Drew Stewart, Assistant Principal of Operations, as well as Dr. Jill Hunt, Assistant Principal of Student Services.
Yeah, KBEV is very appreciative of all the people who helped make this program possible. It's one of the best programs at Beverly, and the entire student body loves KBEV.
Right. It's a great way to stay up to date with everything going on, and this all wouldn't be possible without the administration and everything they do.
While we're talking, Eli Dardashi just carried the ball again for about 3 yards. We got a third and about 4 yards, actually. We got a 3rd and 4 coming up. And, again, they got up the field. It's a positive. Now they just have to convert on 3rd down, get another set of downs, because I want to see a touchdown this drive.
Right. Obviously at the 14th-yard line, only 9 yards to the 1st down.
And that is not good. Thomas is sacked on the play.
Going to be a loss of yardage there.
That's a loss of a lot of yards, and We'll see. I don't know how good the kicker is for the Normans.
Right.
I don't know if the coach is going to want to take a chance with that or if they're going to go for it, but we'll see.
With it being 4th down, I think with them this close, they should definitely go for it, in my opinion. Just because with this big of a lead, they really need to start getting points on the board.
So they didn't lose that many yards. They lost 2 yards, actually. And it's a fourth down and 6. And that's a timeout by the Normans. The coach is going to want to regroup. This is a big possession. They want to get points on that board. And big shout out to the Beverly Hills cheerleaders. Every game they come with a lot of energy, and they're always coming, inspiring the fans to get loud, and it's a great group at Beverly as well. So Jackson, what do you think the Normans are going to come out and do on this play?
I think they may. I think they're going to go for the field goal here. It looks like they're going to kick it.
You're right. They are going for the field goal. We got Will Liner. He's taking the field goal, and Will he does everything on this team. Right. I didn't know he was a kicker, but let's see it. And we have Thomas holding the ball. And Will, the kick is up, and it's good. Will, baby.
There we go. We love to see it.
And they got points on the board, and that is always a good thing.
Will Liner is a force to be reckoned with.
And there was a flag on the field, and this could be interesting because if that gives the Normans a first down, I don't know if the coach is going to want to take it or decline it. The ref, I think they decline it and they take the field goal. And overall, a good possession. We got points on the board.
Right. That's what you like to see. Especially when you convert like that, it gets team spirits up. Obviously starts that momentum, and that's what you need. You can't be feeling down, especially this early in the game.
So here we go. Normans are gonna kick it off, and they finally got points, and their defense is gonna want to come out here and stop that Samo offense. Right now, Samo's been 5 for 5 in scoring touchdowns, and if the Normans could get a stop, that would be a great way to shut out this half.
Right.
And go into halftime and regroup.
The band now playing "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish, getting everyone.
So we're gonna see. Will Liner kicks it out of bounds. I don't know what he was thinking.
Possibly.
Could have been an attempted onside kick, but it goes out of bounds, and that's a flag. And we're going to see 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Let's see what this Normans defense has. And let's see if they could stop this high-powered aerial threat and running threat that the Vikings have.
This live stream and all of this is brought to you by KBEV. Make sure to check in Channel 6 for up-to-date news and stories that will entertain you every day.
So now it's about to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. At the Vikings' own 40-yard line. And let's see what this Norman defense has. Again, Arnoon, the quarterback for the Vikings, is in the shotgun. We're going to see what he has. They've been running it. They've been throwing it. They've really been doing anything they want against this defense. And there's actually a flag on the play.
Possible false start.
Delay a game by the Vikings, and the Vikings head coach is upset right now. He is shouting the entire field could hear him shout right now.
Right. Definitely those penalties will make or break a game.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Arnu back in the shotgun. Quick slant to number 10. And Will wraps him up. They got a lot of yards on that play again.
Right. Down at about the 49-yard line.
I don't know, Jackson. That was a little too easy that time. And that was about a 14-yard gain.
Right. He was wide open for the pass there. If he would have went up the sideline there, that possibly could have been very bad. But he decided to cut up the center where Will Liner was able to wrap him up and tackle him.
Here we go, 2nd and 1. They go again for another slant. That is incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. The Normans have a chance to stop this offense.
Number 13 got down on his knees and almost got that ball.
And we are probably going to see a run right now from the Vikings. It's 3rd and short. That line has been dominating this whole game, and let's see if the Normans can stop this run. This possible run. Again, that's what I'm just guessing. Here we go. Arnu again in the shotgun, and he play action fakes, and it is incomplete. The Normans hold on 3rd and short. It is going to be 4th down. Let's see what the Vikings have.
Now, what are you guessing? What are you guessing that they're going to do? Do you think they're going to go for it?
I think they're going to punt. I think they're going to kick it. That field goal Gomez has been pretty good, but that was a great play by Will Liner. Will Liner is he's everywhere this game. He's kicking it. He's on defense,
right.
And
he's really showing what he can do on the field.
Actually, the Vikings are going for it. It's 4th and short. There's a flag on the field. And that is a penalty on the offense, and that's going to be
too many men on the field.
Wow. That is a good break for the Normans. 10-yard penalty.
5 yards, sorry.
5-yard penalty.
So it's 4th and 6. Not too much to go.
Now we have a 4th and 6, and that quarterback Arnu, let's see what he has in store. And let's see if this Norman defense can hold them. They go another play action.
Caught by number 5. He's going to go up the sideline here.
And he is...
It is
too close to call right now. And it is a 1st down.
They're going to give them a 1st down at around the 51st yard line. That's, another easy look for them. Can't be letting them have that.
It's also a tough break, Like, it was 4th and 6. That was a great opportunity for them to stop them and finally get a stop. The Normans, again, this Vikings offense.
Flag thrown. It is on the offense again.
Another flag on the Vikings.
We've seen 3 of those back-to-back, too many men on the
There's
field.
another penalty for too many men on the field. So this possession, they had 1 delay a game, and 2 times there were too many men on the field. And that this Samo coach is not happy right now.
Samo's on fire right now, and the Normans really need to slow them down. Hopefully, these penalties.
And Arnu throws it long, and it is caught, and that's a touchdown.
All the way for the touchdown.
That is a touchdown.
41-3 Vikings.
That was about a 50-yard touchdown, and it's about to be 42-0, 42-3. Excuse me.
The defense was trailing him, just couldn't get there in time. He was able to get the easy catch and run it. So far the players on Samo have been playing amazing ball right now, and the Normans are lacking on defense. Not a great combination.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1st and 15. The Vikings just had a penalty, and they couldn't stop the deep ball.
the players, the Normans can expect a talk from their coach in about 3 minutes when halftime.
The kick goes through, and the score is 42-3 right now. The Normans need to rally, and they need to try to get some more points on before halftime.
It's a pretty good turnout tonight. A lot of people in the stands. That's what you like to see. You want to see the school spirit because not only does it help the football players, but it also helps everyone. It gets their spirits up and it gets them excited.
Yeah, and it's nice to see people come to the last football game this year. The class of 2020, we want to make this a memorable year, and that starts with people going to sports games.
Right. Obviously, if you are unable to make it to a game, make sure to check if we're live streaming it, because you'll definitely want to tune in so you don't miss a thing.
Here we go again. We got the Vikings kicking it off, and
Hello everyone, my name is Alana Morgan, a lead anchor here on KBEV 6 News, as well as your current Miss North Beverly Hills Team USA, and today I'm here with Kyle Espinal. Kyle is a football player here on Beverly's football team. So Kyle, how are you?
Doing pretty well, how are you?
Good, so can you tell me what made you want to be a part of Beverly's football team, and have you had any football history in the past?
Alright, so before my freshman year, I have not really had any football experience. I just really liked it as a sport, and I decided to do it. And this year I'm doing it because it's my last year. I just want to enjoy it. So yeah.
And how has Beverly been preparing for our rival, Samo? Has anything been different from our normal routine?
I mean, we've just been putting an emphasis on discipline and we're kind of changing up our practice a little bit to fit our scheme against what their defense has. And yeah, not much really has changed, just more emphasis on what they're trying to play against us.
Mm-hmm. And what would you consider your most significant accomplishment has been so far on our team?
Coming back from the Cerritos at the fourth quarter, that was a really good, I don't know how we did that, but we somehow did it.
That was really good. So Beverly doesn't always win, so
Right.
Do you have any sports influencers that inspire you to keep pushing for every single game?
I would just say my coach, Coach Bunch, because he used to play for the Giants, and he's a good motivation because I want to be like him.
Yeah. And what have you learned about teamwork so far from being on our team?
So since football is a team thing, it's not individual. Everyone has to work together, and we're only good as our weakest chain. So or our weakest link. So we have to just everyone has to try their best, so none of us screw up.
Mm-hmm. And on competitive games like this one today, how do you mentally prepare yourself?
I just focus up. I try not to get distracted from stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard, but you just gotta have a clear mind.
Yeah, I agree. And can you tell me, what do you feel our football team needs to focus on more to get more wins in the future?
I would say just discipline, a lot of discipline, because we always slack off during practice, and we just need to focus more and just practice, not goof off and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so you mentioned earlier that you're a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say, do you think your football career is stopping here, or are you going to keep pursuing it later on?
I'm probably not going to pursue
No.
it. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I think everyone should at least try out for the team to see if they like it or not. But yeah, I had a fun time playing.
Yeah, how would you encourage other people to want to try out for the team?
I mean, I just say if you want to hit someone, this is a good way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Kyle. We're going to send it back to the game.
Thank you.
hello, Norman Nation, and we're back.
2
And
minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter.
And we're about to go into halftime. And it's going to be the the Vikings are still going to kick the extra point, it looks like. It looks like they're bringing in the backup kicker. Usually number 14 kicks the ball, Gomez, but now number 19's in. Let's see how he does. Kick is up, and it's good.
It's going to be good. We've seen their kicks. So far, they haven't missed a single one. It's tough. The score is now 49-3.
Yeah, so right now we have a 49-3 game, and it's starting to get out of hand. And this Norman team, again, they have to come out and they have to start getting downs. They had a great drive where they got a field goal, and they had a chance to stop this Vikings offense on a 4th and 6. They couldn't, and then the next play, the Vikings threw it down the field and got a touchdown.
Right.
Now, let's see what the Normans have. They're going to return it. Let's see if they have any tricks up their sleeve for the kickoff return.
We have some nice drone shots here.
Beautiful Century City and Beverly Hills.
Right. Great city. Samo's going to kick off here. What do you think that the Normans are going to be able to convert before half?
They have to go down the field. See, we have a little squib kick by the Vikings, and we really have to see the Normans go for something. They need to start throwing it up the field, or they need to throw a screen pass, and they need to get yards so they could at least get in field goal position. Because Will Liner had at least a 20-yard field goal. If they could get into that range, then they could get points on the field. But the clock's running. It's at 2:37. It's going to keep going down, and they need to start hurrying up. They need to start getting down the field, and they need to not have a 3-and-out here, because 3-and-outs just kill an offense. And hopefully Thomas can get up the field. And yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're throwing it down the field.
Oh, it looks like it's possible.
Almost intercepted.
Almost. It's going to be incomplete. He had that. It seemed to slip through his hands there, but he had it for a good second there.
See, Thomas was throwing it to Will Liner, and again, that's the receiver for the Normans. Will, he's a Rottweiler out there. He's a dog. He's playing hard. He plays hard all the time, like the rest of the team, but he leads by example when it comes to it.
Right. Although it wasn't a great look, I think it was better than the run plays. So I think they're going to keep going for those long plays, because right now they need to be focusing on gaining yardage.
Yeah, and let's see what they have. We have 2nd and 10 for the Normans. 1:30 left.
It's going to
and
be thrown.
Thomas
and
throws
by number 5.
It is intercepted.
And we saw them almost do that on the last down, the last play, and they did it now.
And Jackson, it's obvious, but that's what you don't want to do.
Right.
Especially with a minute left in the first half.
Right. As the time ticks down and you have less and less time, you want to start converting early, because at some point it is too late.
Yeah, this Samo offense, they're going to try to get it down the field. They're going to try to get a touchdown. I do not see these guys.
Looks
and that's another. That's an interception by Will Liner.
Will Liner.
And there we go again.
Showing what he can do on the field. Just showing Samo that they can't be lacking out here.
Arno on the Vikings, he did not make a good play, and the Norman defense made him pay for it. Right. Great play. We got 29 seconds left. I don't know what the coach wants to do.
Samo.
We'll see.
It seemed like they're getting a little too confident here. Their offense is lacking compared to what they were doing before. So, Will Liner just showing them not to get too confident. Hopefully Samo will continue to, allow the Normans to get the ball so that the Normans can get more looks.
So here we go, 1st and 10, about the 15-yard line. Thomas, a little high snap, a draw play, hands it off, and
Middle.
not much, not many yards, but
at around the 19-yard line.
And that is
thrown.
halftime.
Number 25, Jasmine Songhorian. Now we're doing for the first half. The Normans will go to the locker room and
the Norman players can expect to have a talk from the coach.
Yeah, I imagine paint being peeled off those locker doors, and the score is 49-3 at halftime. Let's see if the Normans can bounce back.
You can only expect that the coach is not too happy at this point.
Yeah. Actually, it might not be halftime.
It looks
I don't know
like
what the
there was
refs are going to call. There was
a flag on the field.
There was a flag.
So it looks like it's.
So I'm assuming there's one more down. And I don't know. Let's see if the Normans are going to go for it. They'll throw a Hail Mary, I assume, for all the Madden players out there. Oh, actually, another running play. And Eli Dardashi cuts it upfield.
And that's going to be it for the first half.
And now it is halftime. That was, I like the call. Vikings, they set up and like they were gonna throw it downfield. Vikings defense was looking downfield, and then they handed it off. He got upfield, but again, no points.
Folks,
let's see if they can come back in the second half.
Right, folks, don't go away just yet. We're gonna have a halftime show by the band here, and you're not gonna want to miss it.
Here we have our Norman Nation band, and these guys are very talented.
Good evening, Norman Nation, and welcome to the halftime festivities for tonight's football game featuring the Beverly Hills High School Marching Band and the Beverly Hills High School Cheer Team. To begin with, we want to recognize our senior band musicians and color guard as they perform their final halftime performance this evening. Here are our senior color guard members: Michelle Arena, Brianna Veluz, and band students Joseph Austin, Stephanie Beltran, Angela Bradbury, Michael Chavez, Ethan Gorin, Tristan Cobb, Sina Kushbin, Da-Young Lee, Joshua Serrano, Angela Tenhove, and Ryan Tiguart. Seniors, thank you again for your dedication and involvement in the Beverly Hills High School Band program. The Beverly Hills High School Band, color guard, and cheerleaders now bring to you the music of Motown, that unmistakable combination of rhythm and blues, soul and emotion. Enjoy Motown opener featuring Stop in the Name of Love, I Can't Help Myself, Dancing in the Street, Reach Out, I'll Be There, and Get Ready. Let's give it up for the Beverly Hills High School Band. And adding to the list of hits of the Motown era is Lady Marmalade. Made famous by the vocals of Patti LaBelle in the 1970s, the Beverly Hills High School cheerleaders and color guard will perform a routine to this Motown classic.
After halftime, I'll come.
Thank you to the sound of the Norman Nation, the Beverly Hills High School Band under the direction of Mr. Bill Bradbury, with assistant drum majors Marianne Hahn and Ethan Gorin, and drum major Joshua Serrano. The band thanks you for your support. And let's hear it for the Beverly Hills High School Marching Band. An amazing halftime performance, as always. And let's hear one final large round of applause for the Beverly Hills High School Marching Band. Again, thank you to the sound of the Norman Nation, the Beverly Hills High School Band under the direction of Mr. Bill Bradbury, with assistant drum majors Marianne Hahn and Ethan Gorin, and drum major Joshua Serrano. The band thanks you for your support.
And we want to thank band for doing an amazing job. That was such a meaningful halftime performance. And we want to thank our seniors for really guiding everybody and being such a great role model for everyone for the past 4 years. And we will miss them greatly. So we are now here with Hila Gelfer. Hila is our senior class vice president, and she is also the coordinator for ASB for our Norman Update. So can you tell me a little bit about what the Norman Update is and when it happens?
So the Norman Update is a collaboration between KBEV and ASB where we keep our students updated on all school and community events, keep them updated. They show it every day, every week on Monday in their first period, so students can be aware of what's going on in the school that week, what's important for them to know, any certain updates, whether from formal to any sports game, just so they can keep updated within the school community.
And the Norman Update is awesome because we bring together an anchor from KBEV and an anchor from ASB.
Yeah.
And they change every week and do an amazing presentation to all the classrooms. All period 1 classes on Monday mornings are encouraged to play it. And you can also find it on YouTube. Every Monday it's posted, and it'll give you an amazing outlook on the week and really show you what's going on at Beverly and how to increase your spirit.
Completely agreed. It's such a great opportunity for us ASB students to kind of get involved in other areas in the school, because as leaders in the school we want to support every single student group. So it's such a great opportunity for us to be involved and be helpful in such a vast way to all students.
And please make sure to check out the Norman Update every single Monday. Let's head back to the game. Of course you went up to me, Hila.
Of course.
Well, welcome back to the second half of the final home game of the season. Of course, now it's not going exactly the way that it was hoped for, but let's never forget the amount of effort, time, and compassion and heart the Beverly Hills High School football players have put into this season along with their coaching staff. Head coach Jared Bunch, offensive coordinator Patrick Cardinal, defensive coordinator Callan Yancey, assistant coach Jeff Williams, assistant coach John Harris, assistant coach Matt Lindenwood, athletic director Tim Ellis, principal Mark Mead. Beverly Hills will receive to start the second half.
Hi, I'm Ari Exafar, and I'm going to be commentating for the second half of the game. This is my co-host.
Jackson Harris, I'm back. I was commentating first half. So halftime is over. Normans have 3. Samo has 49. Going into the second half, I think that the Normans are definitely going to have to step it up here.
Yeah, they had a pretty good return, 31 yards about, and let's just hope this is a good run.
It's thrown, received by number 49, down at around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think those short passes are what they really need to get this win, because the line is not doing their job as much as protecting the quarterback. So if they get those short passes and get that small yardage, little by little they can get first downs, and the first downs can become touchdowns, and that's
right. I think those short passes, like you said, are working for them, and I think that they need to do what works in order to get some points here. Thrown long, just a little too far.
Overthrown a bit, but that's the kind of energy they need. They just need to keep making those passes and keep hustling.
All right. So right now, it looks like the Normans, I think they're going to go for another passing play here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're going to pass. They have a little bit of ways to go to get a first down, and the running game's not working out for them very well.
Right. Hand it off. Looks like he gets up the middle, number 25. Looks like enough. 6 yards gained, so enough for a first down.
So that did get them the first down. Do you think that's going to be enough to carry this drive? Do you think this drive is going to be the one drive that they get the touchdown?
I think so. It's looking promising. Now we're going to send it over to our interview.
Hello, and we are back with Nick Andrews, Matt Leiner, and Daniel Beanstalk, all basketball players and a former basketball player, and all very interested in football. So Nick, you've been commentating for the first half for this game tonight. How's it been going? How have you seen us change from the beginning of the game to now, and what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, it's been kind of hard because it's kind of a blowout right now, but I expect some touchdowns in the second half, and I expect Will Leiner to really make some plays out there because he's our best player.
He's got to.
Very excited for that.
He has to.
And Matt, your brother is actually Will Leiner.
Yes, my brother.
How is it like having your brother on the football team and watching him over the past few weeks, just watching him grow, watching him play?
Oh yeah, he's definitely progressing, making some great progress in his game with his teammates. He's a real dog out there, and you know, excited to see the end of this game. Hopefully they can turn it around, get the dub, but it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work.
They can do it though.
It's going to be a lot of work.
And Daniel, this will be your 4th year on basketball. So reflecting on all those years and looking forward into this next one, what are you looking forward to, and what do you wish to take with you to college and remember from your experiences here?
I think most of all, I'm looking forward to trying to win a CIF championship with my boy Nick, and hopefully make up for last year where we didn't win one with Matt. And going into college, I think it's just going to take like all the good memories we've had with the basketball team. We've had a great bond, and
beating Samo.
Beating Samos, winning league last year, 11-0.
Beating everyone.
Beating everyone. Beating everyone.
We sweep Samo last year, so that was good.
Yeah, beautiful time being a title.
So we have to do that again.
Yep.
So we're looking very forward to basketball season that is coming right up, and KBEV will definitely be covering that. So let's send it back to the game.
Shout out Miss 80.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Bro, Miss 80's a goat.
tackle. 60, Jeremy Zarnigan on the tackle.
Penalty on the Normans on number 60.
Yeah, I think Beverly's defense needs to step it up and just be able to anticipate the offense more.
Right.
And stop making these sloppy plays. Looks like it was a first down for Santa Monica.
Personal foul on the Normans, though, 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty on the Normans.
First and
10 for Santa Monica.
And they're on the 30-yard line right now, so that means
Norman side.
Yeah, they're very close to the end zone.
Right.
So they need to start playing very smart.
You know, as you heard earlier, penalties can really make or break a game here. So definitely not something you want to see. It's snapped. Number 11 throws it. It is caught by number 6 at around the 10-yard line. Quickly stopped by number 17. Normans are showing some great defense. You know, obviously you don't want to see them get that easy look, but much better than earlier. Now let's send it to Eva Securo from Highlights.
Hello, and we are back with Eva Securo. Eva is on Highlights, our school's newspaper. So Eva, you've been doing this for a while now. Tell me a little bit about Highlights, what kind of things you guys cover, and how you distribute that to the public.
As kind of our community news outlet, our goal is to strive for really community-centric coverage. So, you know, we sit through board meetings so you guys don't have to. And This year it's been a little bit of a challenge because of our kind of new and small staff, and our advisor's been on maternity leave. But we always try our best to cover sports games, community goings on, stuff like that, just so everybody stays informed. Anything the Beverly Courier can't do, we'll try and do ourselves.
Awesome. And how do people read highlights? Like, where can they find it?
We are a website, so we used to have an app, but that app, we're having a little bit of complications with that. So right now we're trying to get a link in bio on Instagram. But the best way you can really view our content is through our website, Instagram, and Twitter. And we put our website, our newest article handle, in the link in bio. So that's probably the easiest way you can access.
And what's the website for people who want to check this out?
It's www.beverlyhighlights.com.
Awesome. And Eva, you're also starting this new series on KBEV, with a KBEV and Highlights crossover, doing a monthly teacher spotlight. Can you tell me a little bit about that, what we are looking forward to, and when the first one's happening?
Oh, right. So the first one is with Mr. Van Rossum. We're doing it next Monday, or this Monday because it's a Friday today. And so what I'm most looking forward to is the fact that we're going to be able to, because one thing that I've really noticed sort of about our two publications is that although they have different purposes, I feel like KBEV and Highlights should be a more united front, and I'm really excited to network the two together and be able to promote our site, but also collaborate with you guys so that we could, best serve the school.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, and everybody make sure to check out that first interview with Mr. Van Rossum on Monday at, I believe, 6 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Let's head back to the game.
Thank you so much for that interview. Samo's still with the ball, pretty close to our end zone.
So they've gained some yardage.
It's third down, so Beverly just needs to keep that ball in the red zone and out of the end zone.
Right.
To succeed.
As you can see, LA has been a very exciting year for sports. Lakers and Clippers, obviously. Also the Rams and the Chargers. If you want to stay up to date with all of that, make sure to watch the Final Whistle every Friday. Arya is going to be on there with us next Friday as we kick off the NBA season and talk about what we think is going to be happening. So you're definitely not going to want to miss it, and make sure to tune in. Also, you can always tune into KBEV for new and exciting shows. You're definitely going to want to see what we have new every week.
And every Wednesday we have the Norman News, which broadcasts every single area you can think of, from makeup all the way to sports, and we cover the weekly sports news every single Wednesday. So make sure you tune into our live stream. And
Right. Minute 42 left here in the third quarter. As it gets later in the game here, the Normans are definitely going to have to make some big moves in order to get back in the game.
I think both teams are doing a good job of really staying in this game, and no team has really just given up and sold out yet. Both of them are.
It's kicked, and it is good. The field goal is good by Samo. The score is now 52-3 with Samo in the lead. It is not looking good for the Normans, but I'm optimistic that they're going to be able to pull through.
Yeah, big things are going to need to happen. But you can expect to see some more interviews by Eva here coming up soon. So make sure to stay tuned. So I believe there was a delay of game called against the Vikings, and that means
that could be interesting. Obviously at this late in the game, it could give the Normans more opportunities. Unsportsmanlike conduct actually against Santa Monica.
These rival games are always really entertaining to watch, even more when they're close. But these games are really fun to watch because you always have so much emotion involved with the games as well.
Right. Unsportsmanlike conduct is something that you see every once in a while, but
mostly in rival games.
Right, especially in rival games. Sometimes it can make the game more exciting. However, you never really want to see that. See bad sportsmanship. It's received. He cuts up the sideline. He's going to gain some yardage here. Number 29. Number 25, sorry.
Senior captain, number 25,
Eli Dardashi with their team turn to the 40-yard line.
I think they're doing a very good job of getting the ball to who they need for the kickoff returns because we've seen some really good returns this game from Beverly, and I think they're doing a good job of getting it to their running back.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. This could look like the final possession of the quarter, unless, of course, we see a pick like earlier. But I highly doubt it, as the Normans are stepping up their offense and really, really trying to come back in this game.
Hopefully they could get the playoff.
Yeah. It looks like we're just going to go straight into the final quarter here. So, last quarter, obviously there's a 39-point difference. Yeah.
I think that all Beverly can do at this point is just keep their head in the game. You just gotta keep morale high. It's the last game of the season with your teammates. Just stay positive.
Right. It's not always about winning. Especially as the last home game, you want to get the crowd riled up, and you want to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Especially this late in the season. Don't feel down about this kind of stuff.
Beverly's had one of their greatest seasons of all time. Actually, they've won 3 games, and that's a big deal for Beverly.
It is.
And
it is definitely a lot better than past years.
Yeah.
Which you like to see. It can only get better from here.
Looks like Beverly's passing the ball.
Pass to number 25. He's gonna get some yardage here. Tackled by number 24. It's gonna be second down. They did not make it to the first down. 1st and 3, I believe.
As you can see, they're doing that.
2nd and 3.
They're doing that same play calling. The first down, they're getting that short pass to Dardashi, and that's getting them the yardage. That's getting them close to the first down or getting them the first down. And they just need to keep doing that consistently. And once they do that, they can get back into this game. If they need to learn to keep doing that.
Snap to number 12. He's going to hand it off to number 25. He's going to cut around the defense, but he's going to get stopped very early on there.
And that is again Eli Dardash. There's a reason you make a guy like that captain. He's involved in every play, and he just got the Normans first down here. It'll be first down now and 10.
So Normans were able to secure the first down here. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. They're definitely making strides here.
Yeah, they're showing they're showing effort, and they keep getting the ball to Eli Dardashi, and he's just finding every hole. He's running. He's playing his heart out, and I think it shows.
Right, absolutely, and you can tell that they're trying to be efficient, score as many points as possible, fast.
They're throwing it long.
It's gonna be. It was almost
very good
intercepted.
Defense. Almost intercepted. Almost caught. It's really close, but it was an incompletion. He almost Randy Moss that ball.
Right. It seems that there was a flag thrown.
Possibly a pass interference.
Possibly.
Oh, it is. It's on the offense, I believe.
Yeah. I believe it. It looks like they're gonna repeat the first down here. The call was against the Normans. It's now going to be 1st and 20 as there was a 10-yard penalty. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. Not a lot of time left.
Yeah, they just need to keep playing.
Absolutely. It's going to be handed off to number 25 once again. He's going to cut off the middle.
So we're going to go to an interview.
Show as Eli Dardashti on the carry brings it just short of the first down. A gain of about 18. Second and 2 for the Hornets from the 20-yard line. Right. Eli Dardashti again on the carry. And they need to measure this one. And it's a first down again for the Normans. Eli Dardashti again. First and 10 for the Santa Monica 18-yard line, 17-yard line. It looks like somebody on the Santa Monica side jumped there, and it will be a 5-yard penalty. Normans will now have the ball on the 12.
Hello, and we are back with Emma Murphy, Irie Perdomo, and Ashley Lee, varsity cheer captains of this year. So guys, you guys do an amazing job every week. You guys are out here cheering us on. Emma, tell me a little bit about how that feels and how it feels to represent our team.
Well, it's really rewarding to see like all of our hard work being paid off during games, and like making half times and cheering is really fun, especially when we have big crowds like tonight.
And Irie, basketball season is coming up right in the swim gym. So how is that different? You guys are cheering for them as well. So how is cheering in the swim gym different from cheering out here in the field?
I mean, it's both different aspects. Like they're both very fun. Like football season, it's like we're out, everybody's in line. More like during basketball, we're all in one line, we have fun. It's like the same aspect, but it's just a different. Like everybody can see you. It's not only like one face, like one. The crowd is facing one way. Like everybody see you, and everybody's looking to you.
And do you guys do like the same cheers, or do you have different ones?
No,
or?
we have different cheers for like football and basketball, and we teach them both.
Awesome. And Ashley, you've been a cheerleader for the past 4 years now, so your entire high school career. How have you seen the cheer team evolve over the past 4 years? And how has it affected you? And how have you grown as a person from being a cheerleader?
Well, like my freshman year being on the cheer team, people were really cliquey. We didn't really all get along necessarily. But I think over the past like 2 years, we've gotten along a lot better. And we all are just kind of like one big family now. We can like actually hang out together like when we couldn't freshman year. And I think it's just changed me as a person because like I feel like right now like I actually have a family, like a team to be with. As opposed to like freshman year, I was just like, oh, these are people that I'm like cheering with. That's all I know.
That's very important to feel that family connection.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much, and thank you for all that you do for keeping the spirit up in times like these. Of
course, thank you.
Let's end it back to the game.
We are back, and Beverly has scored a touchdown. That's a great way to come back to the game.
Exactly. Great way to come back. Eli is definitely showing that he is a force to be reckoned with. He has absolutely been able to break up the defense, Samo's defense. So to get a touchdown here is very helpful.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for in the game. You can just hope for Beverly to keep pushing through, getting a touchdown, even in late game when they're down by that much. And they're having a great season, one of the best they've had. A lot of the players have been telling me that they have faith in their coach now, which is something that hasn't been at Beverly for a long time. They trust his plays. They all love going to practice. They feel like they're brothers, and that's all that matters.
That's really what you want. With 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the final quarter here, it's going to be interesting to see what Beverly does to try and rack up the score.
So for the extra point attempt, looks like Eli Dardashi's kicking the ball.
A flag is thrown. Ball start on the Normans.
Ball start on the Normans. This is the point after attempt here.
It'll be interesting to see if they're going to kick it now. Still looks like they are going to kick the ball here. Oh.
And the field goal is no good. Just a little low. That was a good drive.
52-9.
Beverly showed heart, kept throwing the ball, running the ball. They just kept pounding through the Santa Monica defense. That's what they needed to be doing from the beginning of this game up until this point. And
absolutely,
I think they're doing a good job of adjusting. I think it's really good. It's great offensive play calling. And Beverly's just...
Yeah. So it looks like Beverly's going to kick off here as we move into Samo's possession. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Obviously, it looks like Normans could possibly still have a chance here. But they're going to have to make a lot of stops, and they're going to have to basically make no mistakes.
Yeah.
But, the Normans honestly have played their heart out, and it's great to see.
Yeah.
It looks like they were going for a possible onside kick here. They were 3 for 4 on their onside kicks, which is very good.
Crazy high percentage.
Very good.
And it is not retrieved by the Normans. The Vikings.
They were not able to retrieve it. Honestly, I want to thank everyone on the Normans football team and the coaching staff for making this an exciting season for everyone. Especially, it really boosted school spirit and morale.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Beverly has a running formation here.
3 minutes left.
Run defense formation.
It looks like they could possibly blitz here.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see as they're going to want to... It looks like a flag is thrown. Possible delay of game. We'll have to see. It looks like it is on the offense. Looks like it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Now we're going to send it to an interview with one of our board members.
Hello, and we are back with board member Tristan Walker-Schumann. Ms. Walker-Schumann, thank you so much for being out here and supporting our Normans. We really appreciate it. So this is your first year on the Board of Education, or your first half year now. How's that experience been like for you? What have you been able to get from it? And as a parent yourself as well, what has that taught you?
It's been an amazing experience. It actually was everything that I was hoping it would be, and then a little bit more. It's really interesting because we've got so many divergent views, but I think we've so far been able to come pretty successfully to consensus. As a parent, it's been amazing because I get so much feedback. I have one daughter at the middle school and 3 kids here at Beverly, so I get a lot of feedback about what's going on and what their experience is like in athletics and with their clubs, and within the middle school, there's a lot of feedback there. I think it was a really successful launch of the middle school. We've heard a lot of feedback. We've adjusted some things, so I feel like it's going pretty well. And we've got a lot of things in the hopper to look forward to for next year that we're going to be able to roll out. But I love it. Yeah,
we're very excited to see all that happen. And one of your main goals this year is to get across a change with our calendar, where the time our school starts, when we take breaks, and all that kind of stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about your perspective on that? What your reasoning is behind stuff like that?
So I don't know how much time you have. I'll try to get it in a nutshell. So the year that we're working on right now is 2021. That's the only year we're working on right now because we need to get that set before we go forward. I am a big believer in later start in the year, not just in the day of the school day. But yeah, I'd like to see a later start in August, which seems to be an agreement on for the large part in that regard. I also really believe in a week-long Thanksgiving break. I think it's better for students, it's better for families. We've clearly got a lot of teacher support. And so that is my personal view and what I hope to be able to achieve. I'm not sure how likely that is to happen this time around, but what we've seen with our students is there's a lot of absenteeism the first couple days before the holiday. Also with our staff takes off a lot, and so we have the expense of bringing in subs. And some of the concerns are how many days of prep between start day and the AP test. For our student population that takes AP classes, so we're trying to make sure we have adequate number of days. And trying to really make it data-driven and research-driven. Our decisions are substantiated. So we're working on it. We're getting there. I'm not sure if we're going to make it this time, but we'll definitely keep pushing forward.
So thank you so much, and thank you for all that you do for our students.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Thank you for your time.
It looks like the game is over, 52-9 from the Normans. The Normans, throughout the game, they kept their heads up. It wasn't looking good for them, but they kept their head in the game, and that's what you like to see. That effort.
This is one of those games This is one of those games that the scoreboard doesn't really show you the whole story. Beverly might have lost, but Beverly still kept their heads up. They had a great season. They're all still holding their heads up high. They're all happy.
Right. I think we all have major respect for the Normans here.
For sure.
They played amazing this season. With this being the last home game, you can only expect that they're going to be very, very good, if not better than they are right now next season.
So that's it for. So we are back for the final roundup. What do you think about that game, Jackson? What do you think Beverly can improve on?
Well, I think that Beverly played, they played well. I just think that, Samo had, both an amazing defense and an amazing offense. And I think that the Normans, this late in the season, they definitely have to step it up to hold them back. But overall, the Normans kept their heads in the game. What do you think?
I think that Normans made adjustments later on in the game that were really working out in their favor. I think that running the ball and making those short passes instead of taking it, trying to take a home run or something like taking it home and getting the touchdown on a long pass, it's more effective to throw the ball short. So I think that Beverly made some good adjustments, and I think that they did a good job of keeping their morale high and keeping the crowd happy and cheerful, and it was a great game.
It was a great game. It was a great turnout tonight. A lot of school spirit, and
we loved hosting for you guys, and now we're gonna send it to an interview.
Thank you guys for cheering so hard for us tonight. Oh, so guys, thank you so much for cheering so hard for us tonight. You guys did an amazing job. Can we hear a little sneak peek of one of your cheers? Just like 10 seconds. Just really quick.
Sure. Okay, ready? Do it?
Yeah. Guys. We're out! We're out to get what we want! A VVIVICT-ORY! Yeah! Thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you. finally with Mr. Mead, our high school principal. Mr. Mead, thank you for being here every single week supporting our Norman athletes.
Absolutely.
Never missing a game.
That's right.
So, Mr. Mead, we've had an amazing season. It's not over yet.
No, it's not
but
over.
how have our 2019 Norman football players been doing this year? How's their spirit been, their athletic performance, everything?
Well, under the guidance of our amazing coaching staff, specifically Coach Bunch, we've literally watched them get bigger. They're going to the weight rooms in the morning and after school, so physically they are a bigger, stronger team. That's been fun to watch. And they're better. This year we've been more competitive. We've won more games. It's been really exciting. We're also in the process of joining a new league next year. So we're excited about being even more competitive and keeping this tradition going. So we're really excited about it. And the fans, the turnout's been great this year. Homecoming was great. We've had lots of people come support. It's been awesome.
And what can we be looking forward to with other sports and other things going on in our school's community?
Well, every season's a special one here at Beverly Hills High School. I am super excited about winter. Last year, our winter sports were amazing. Girls soccer was awesome last year. Boys wrestling, and we even sporting the shirt, league champs.
Former wrestling coach?
Former wrestling coach, so I'm a big fan of winter sports. Obviously, our boys and girls basketball are good every year. So we've got our girls water polo team. So, we're looking forward to a great winter. I'm really excited about it. And I can't help but saying our wrestling team is going to be amazing this year. I cannot wait to watch them shred the league. It's going to be awesome.
We're very excited.
Yeah.
Mr. B, thank you again so much for
You're very
joining
welcome.
us.
All right.